Hi. Hello there. How's your day going? Good? Good. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, let me tell you who I am. I'm Lady Divine here on YouTube and on social media. I'm a pro makeup artist, recently moved to the UK, and today I have partnered up with the Misa brushes, my favorite brand for brushes, and I wanted to reveal to you their new set of brushes, Orange Kiss Collection. I have been using this set for more than a month now because I've been lucky enough to get it before they launched it, to be able to form an opinion and to get used to the new shapes and sizes. And I must tell you, I am quite impressed. I mean, I already knew it would be an awesome addition to my kit because I own every set of Misa brushes. Yes, I got them all. I'm a huge fan. I bought my first Misa brushes set more than 2 years ago. I just had to have it because I've been such a huge fan of Juliana Sandu, the creator of this brand. From the first moment I saw her work, I was always intrigued by her technique and I always followed and studied her work because it is so unique and so inspiring. Working with the new Orange Kiss set, I just felt how she poured her soul into every brush, and I felt how genius and well thought every brush is. And because I'm so familiar with her technique, I have attended every masterclass I could of her. It felt like her hands and her technique were on my face, because as you will notice, every brush is numbered so that you can tell what's the next step and which is the next brush you will have to pick up. I have created a similar look using every brush in the order they were numbered, and this made the process so easy and so fun. And for you at home, it will now be possible to create a professional complete look using just one set of brushes. And you won't even think about what you have to do next. This set will do the job for you. All brushes have a unique design and shape to help you create a complete look. The kit contains 6 brushes for face prep and 14 brushes to achieve a flawless eye, cheek, and lips makeup, depending on your imagination, creativity, and style. The collection includes 2 types of bristles: natural hair and high-quality vegan fiber. The natural hairs naturally work best with powders, glitters, eyeshadows, highlighters, and the vegan ones work best with creamy textures. I hope you're curious to see how I have achieved a similar look, so let's just keep on watching. Starting with the first 1S foundation brush. I absolutely love this brush. It is so big, so dense, yet so soft. Applying foundation like a dream, so much quicker than any other brush, and it's a completely new experience compared to a classic beauty sponge. The finish, as you can see, is flawless. The second brush is like a mini 1S brush, and you can use this one to apply concealer. It blends the concealer into the skin seamlessly. Its shape will allow you to get into the smaller areas of your face. And I will also be using it not only for the concealer part, but with a darker shade of foundation in order to warm up my face and to contour my features. I will now switch the brushes. I'm going back to the bigger brush to melt the darker shade into my skin. This way I'm making sure everything is blended beautifully. Let's set every creamy formula in place. For that, I'm using the third brush, the fan powder brush. It is so soft and it picks the perfect amount of powder if you want a more natural look. But if you want a heavier coverage from your powder, if you want your powder to be baked into your skin, then you can totally use the 1S brush. Yes, it works perfectly both with creamy formulas as well as with powder ones. Here's the angled brush that I will be using with my contouring powders. You can also use it for your blush, for your bronzer, and even for your highlighter, even though we will have other versions of brushes for those steps too. The angled highlighting brush is also perfect for blushers, bronzers, and highlighters. Being so soft and fluffy, it will give you a much softer and natural finish. I'm using the tapered blending brush, which is much smaller, to apply my highlighter because my skin is very textured and I need much more control with my shimmery textures in order to keep them from going all over my big pores and accentuate them. Now, for even more precision, I will be applying the same highlighter onto my brow bone using the large shader brush. Eyes. Here's how everything starts. I have to reshape my eyes using a lighter shade, and this brush is perfectly shaped for a good nose and brow contouring, and it will also help you create that beautiful elongated makeup by blending everything over your crease and in the inner corner as well as the outer corner. I told you there's a brush for every step you take. Brush number 9 will help you define your lower lid. Brush number 10 is a versatile brush for blush and highlight, but I wanted to show you how you can also use it to bake your under eyes just before applying darker eyeshadows, glitters, or shimmery pigments. Going back with darker browns to emphasize and define my outer V even more. And for that, I am using one of my favorite shapes in an eye brush. Number 11 will help you blend seamlessly in a more precise way on smaller areas. Ah, look at that blending. I'm so proud of myself. Time to go in with liquid formulas now. 12S will help you cut that crease like a pro, but it will also help you with any loose pigments. As contradictory as it sounds, I find that loose pigments are sometimes best applied and controlled with a flat synthetic brush. I will now infuse some color accents inspired by the orange kiss color with the medium blending brush to help both textures transition into one another. Step 14. In case your creamy formulas need more blending, this dual fiber tapered brush will be perfect to marry together creamy and dry formulas. I will be now repeating the same steps on my lower lid with a smaller synthetic brush. This is not a lip brush, but you can use it to apply lipstick or to draw that perfect narrow line down the bridge of your nose. Here's an even smaller flat brush, and in this tutorial I've used it to apply my pigments on my lower lid, but it is actually a perfect brush to use with eyeliner gels and other waterproof formulas. Step 17. We're getting closer and closer to the final look, guys. I'm using this small pencil brush to redefine the segments I need to be more sharp and more precise. Brows are so important, but you already know that. I'm filling them in with a very light gray brow shadow. Just to reshape them a little bit, I'm using very small quantities because my next step... Okay, let's go in with my next step. Here it is. My next step is to draw in little hair strokes that will imitate the natural hairs in my brows using brush number 19 and a darker shade of brow shadow. Oh, it's so soft yet so precise and so natural. That tail needs definition. With the same angled brush, I'm now creating the path for a bomb eyeliner. I'm doing it first with some black eyeshadow because it will be easier to erase or correct in case all things go south. Here's the waterproof marker, making my lines blacker than ever. The last step, ladies and gentlemen. Let's add some magic to our lips with brush number 20 and boom. I hope you have learned something new today, and I hope you will love this collection as much as I do. So just so you know, I have washed this collection many times now. I wanted to see how the brushes would perform afterwards. I wanted to see how they would keep their shape afterwards, how many hairs they would lose, and I haven't encountered any problems at all. They wash easily, even the bigger synthetic one, which kind of tends to get full of foundation, no problem at all. You can see all the brushes and analyze them individually on their website, misastore.com. I will add the link in the description bar below. If you've got any questions at all, leave them in the comments. I'll see you on my Instagram and on my Facebook page. Please don't miss out on my content and follow me everywhere. See you later. Kisses. Bye bye.